I'm ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
ZoWilliams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Yeah. It's ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. I don't have my H-Town, I don't have that music in the background. So all you guys have is my voice.
And mine.
Yeah, and Whitney's too, goddammit.
Yeah.
So listen, it's Hot Button Radio. It's Dash Radio. You already know what the get down is. Let me just say, I had another incredible lunch from Shaza Smith. She is right here in Hollywood on Yucca. If that's how you pronounce it, the street. I guess it's Yucca and Coanga. Is that how you say it, Yucca?
I say yucca.
Yucca?
I say yucca also.
All right, yuck. Brother Jay says yuck. Anyway, incredible lunch she provided for me. She has a restaurant called Bella Julia. I'm telling you, man, the girls ate my sandwich last week. Ate the rest of it. I was really going to make love to that sandwich when I got home. Yeah, I was going to all over it, but the girls beat me to it. It was delicious. But I went back today, and she made a... Man, first off, she was like, okay, try this chicken sandwich. I know I'm talking about food, but it's just delicious. So she was like, yo, try this chicken sandwich. And then she was like, no, her husband was like, try the chicken sandwich. She was like, nah, he don't eat pork. Right? Because I don't. The woman has smoked coconut on the sandwich that doubles as the bacon.
What?
It's not, it's retarded. That's all I can say. It's just ridiculous. Listen, if you're in the Hollywood area, go drop by, holla at Shaza. I think I'm saying her name right. Smith. I mean, she's dope. Dope, dope, dope. Now that that's out the way, you know how we do. We got our whole crew in the building right now. I think Veronica is calling in right this second. Whitney is in the building. I wish you guys could see Whitney. Whitney looks around 12.
Yeah.
She got little afro puffs, and I called her Minnie Mouse today. But the real Yaneris is in the building. What up, real Yaneris?
Hey guys, I'm having a great day. I got some food too. It wasn't as amazing as what you just
Not even close.
You just said, but man, yeah, I'm having a great day. I got to stop down on Skid Row and help with a nonprofit here in LA called My Friend's House LA.
Word.
If anybody wants to help out, we do it every Wednesday. Go straight to the source and hand out food and clothes to people living on the street. So hit my Instagram if you want to help donate clothes. If you're in the area, you want to come with me. I mean, we can do it every Wednesday from 12 to 2.
Awesome. I appreciate that, Whitney. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Aarona Lopez.
Yes. I was just going to let you finish. I wasn't going to Kanye you.
I'm just saying, it's good to have you guys back in the building. We have another topic to tackle.
That's right.
Ladies, I want to hear from you. The number to dial is what? What is our number today? Because normally we got different phones. I mean, this shit is like I got the hookup. We got different cell phone numbers.
Today's number is the same as it always is, 1-844-55-1. Guys, get to your phone lines. That was my Zoe voice. Get to your phone line.
I'm like that?
You do the line.
Wait, do it again. Let's hear
Get
it.
to your phone line. You got to get to your phone line. 1-844-55 dash. That is.
Do me a
Get
favor.
to your phone line.
Do me a favor, John. Cut her off. Because she sounds terrible. That's not me. Get to your phone line. Get to your phone line.
No. This is so. Get to your phone lines. Oh. You always got to come at the end of your space.
Get to your phone line. No, I don't sound like that. Get to your phone line.
The funny part is she made you think about it. Now you consider it how you say it.
I'm like, I want to auction. I want to. I'll take that, sir. Yes. Get to your phone line. 1, 2, 3, 5. Get to your phone line. Nah, ZoWilliams. The ZoWilliams.
Whitney.
Yeah.
Cut her mic off.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. So listen, today's topic is crazy, though.
See.
It's really crazy. Is Veronica on? Oh, shit. What, you going to tell me?
I am on.
What's
Hello,
up?
party people.
Eyes is on. Eyes on, boss.
I am on. Eyes on.
Let's just all talk like the color purple today.
Everything
Let's
you
do
do.
it. But why not?
Listen, Veronica, we had to do this topic. And we've done variations of it in the past, but we had to bring it back because it's in the media right now. First off, shout out to Obama for doing a little slavery speech today. You guys do know this is the 150th anniversary of the end of slavery.
Whoa. That's not a long time.
The 150th anniversary
Kinda.
of the end of slavery. I need you guys to go to YouTube right now and look that up. It's a 17-minute long speech, and Obama delivered it.
That's kind of cool.
I just think, you need to be up on what's happening in the world. If you hadn't heard about it, go do that.
Boom.
That just happened. Get to your phone line. Hey, 844-55-1, 844-55-1. The phone line is open. Kind of bullshit.
I like it. It makes me want to call. I'm going to call, and I'm on the show. I'm about to call you.
Get to your phone line.
You got to do that for the rest of the show.
No, I'm not going to do that. But let me just do this. So Stephen Curry's wife said something, and all of thoughtdom was in an uproar, right? All of whoredom was like, what? Don't you ever talk about my exposed vulva on IG? And she basically made a case for class. She made a case for modesty. So Ronan called me and was like, yo, man, you should do the Vulva Kelly Blue Book assessment show.
Oh, yes.
Are women pricing their vagina out of the game through overexposure on social media? Right? They out here fishing, and one of the women who got a millionaire, she not undressed. She got him. She got a kid. They got a family. Did we ever see, what's her name, Aisha?
Curry?
Has Aisha Curry ever had an Instagram page with was she clapping at any point?
No.
Nah.
Did she ever have the bathroom ass mirage angle shot?
And she still got 1 million followers.
How do you do that?
The ass mirage, right?
Let me know.
And again, are women pricing themselves out of the game, out of good men, because they're overexposing themselves through social media? And what you show me in social media still doesn't tell me really too much about who you are. Maybe we can argue that. Because if I sit down and have a conversation with you, you could be somebody else. You know, social media has that smoke and mirrors kind of effect.
Oh, yeah.
You might be projecting a particular image of whoredom, but you might be a prude. And you get all these dudes all lathered up.
And be like, ew, just kidding.
I didn't mean it.
Just kidding.
Oops, I did it again.
Get to your phone line. 844-55-1. Get to the phone line now. Call us, ladies. I want to understand. We did this show before where we talked about the ratchet and then the mid-level ratchet, which is the clatchet.
Yep.
The clatchets are the ones that are the real housewives of mediocrity. So they got a little piece of paper. They can keep their weave tight. They got their nail appointments together. They could spend a couple $100 on a bag. You know, they dating dudes of, resource and means. So, but they still hood. Who's a perfect example of that? Would that be on the Housewives of Normalcy? Who would that be? Would that be Portia?
I don't follow that.
That might be all of them.
Yeah, that would be Portia.
That would be Portia.
Right? That might be all of them.
She made like class. Yeah.
So it's like
she look classy, but
you're
she
not
ratchet.
really classy.
You just look good.
And I'm gonna say the queen of all clatchets.
I know who you gonna say.
God bless the dead.
Oh, I didn't know.
Rest in peace.
Ooh,
she was still great.
who this?
Whitney Houston.
Ooh. Oh.
Whitney Houston. I mean,
she would bang on somebody.
You gotta understand. She was from Jersey. Whitney Houston was hood. But the record label was ingenious in the way that they marketed her. She was America's sweetheart. So she looked very classy. She was stunning, model, beautiful. But the attitude, the hood,
She from Dirty Jersey.
I'm just saying. And then the flip side of that is, are the clatchet women the downest women? In other words, the ratchet women. I got a homeboy who said, I can't mess with no bougie, I went to college type girl because they not really down for you. He was like, at least the hood girl, the hood chick is going to go through hell and high water for you and have your fucking back. That's what my homeboy said. Now, me and I know. Known this dude since he's one of the greatest MCs of all time. It's not that Modi doesn't think the dude now. I'm framing up the show. Y'all feel me? So y'all tell me, why do women circle the wagon? I'm talking about good women. Why y'all circle the wagon around the whack women in y'all group? Why don't y'all call them out too? And why y'all going at Aisha? Because she called out some folk. Did she call out some folk or no?
No, she called out like the whole new generation of young girls.
What did she say, Aarona?
Specifically, I can quote it by memory because I agreed 100%. But I'm going to actually go to her page and pull up the actual. But no, but seriously, by memory, and I bet you I'm 100% right. She basically was like, so that's the new thing. What happened? The mic just going to cut off?
No, you good.
I rebuke
can
you.
Hear you.
I rebuke you. Hello? Okay. Anyway.
She just started tapping on
the thought demons didn't want me to say the truth. The thought demons came in and interrupted my thought process. Anyway, what Aisha Curry said was, is that the new thing? Everybody's just gonna show everything. She's like, I prefer to cover up the good stuff for the one who matters. That was the specific quote. And I'm gonna go to the page real quick to make sure I was dead on. But because I saw the tweet like 86,000 times. She said it, and then everybody had to keep, reiterating what she said. But she was basically like, I'm gonna keep all the good stuff for the one who matters. And the one who matters is her millionaire husband, who's MVP, undefeated. So maybe she know what she's talking about. And people just, kind of got all whack about it.
Does she have what the average thought wants?
Yes, actually. Because if you think about it, right, All-Star Weekend is nothing but a bunch of thotty McThot-thots.
It's the groupie Olympics.
Right. That's the rite of passage for young hoes.
I'm mad because I want to go, but I can't even go because I don't want to be put in a box with them hoes.
Because as soon as they see you, they're going to be like, you here for me.
And I'm like, no, actually, I like basketball. That's cool.
Right. I used to play.
I actually know what I'm doing, but hey.
Maybe I care about the sport.
Interesting. Listen, we have a caller on the line right now. I want to get to her. Christina? Christian? Come on, man. You got to learn how to spell. That ends with an A, brother. Christian from Chicago. Yeah. Penmanship. Right? Penman. Christian from Chicago, line 2. You're on the Voice of Reason. Holler at us. Piam. Do we have him or no? No, we don't have him.
Christian.
And you know what this feels like? This feels like Funky Phone Wednesday. What does it say? You know, I can't see, girl.
So somebody already replied to the question that we put out, what is the Kelly Blue Book value of vagina? Kenneth from Chicago says, the price of pussy is at an all-time low. It's like FUBU on eBay.
Ooh.
Damn.
And I'm dying inside. I pulled up the actual tweet, right? Because I had to find it. She tweets so much. So specifically what she said, direct quote, everyone's barely into wearing clothes these days, huh? Not my style. I like to keep the good stuff covered up for the one who matters. I practically said the exact same thing, but that's exactly verbatim what she said. And people took that and just went left with it like, who does she think she is? Da, da, da. And it's like, well, first of all, a statement like this can only be offensive if you know you ain't covering yourself up.
Who's more sexy? K. Michelle or Michelle Obama?
Michelle Obama.
Some people would argue that.
I don't get the K Michelle obsession, to be honest.
Is there an upset? If this is breaking news to me, guys, I did not know people were on K Michelle like that. She can sing.
They are. Like, even last night, I went to a spot and somebody was on the mic talking about how they just found out her booty was fake. Because, you know, she's getting it removed now. Now she don't see the value in it.
Rubber booty's not working anymore, huh?
She wants to act now. She wants to act now. And she wants to be taken serious. Get this. She wants to get taken seriously. So she's getting rid of her implants, which goes to show you got implants, right? Because you wanted to have that booty, because you wanted people to look, you wanted to be popular, blah, blah, blah. But now that you in the real arena where people are paying attention to you and it's time to be professional, what you doing? You taking them out.
Ew.
You taking them out.
Ew.
She's getting them removed. But yeah, it was like a whole group of guys last night that was like, I didn't know them cakes was fake. She fine.
Man.
She fine. And I'm like, really? Okay.
I mean, and I think that's a real question to ask.
Look, give us a call, by the way, 1-844-55-1 to get in on this amazing topic.
Well, no, I think we got one of our cell phones, one of our burners is up.
So you should have probably told me that. That would have been great information, guys.
We're switching gears, guys. We love you. Try us on 323-230-4445. Because apparently Old Faithful is messing with us, okay? The phone line is going crazy. But we want your calls, we want your input, and we can't wait to hear from you. So go ahead and hit us on that 323-230-4445.
I'd like to know, how many people kind of side with Aisha.
Is very attacked.
And I'm trying to understand, very attacked.
Yeah, they roasted her. Like, who she thinks she is?
Do they look at her? I mean, do women look at her in much the same way as a lot of men look at, say, like Bill Cosby? Remember when Bill Cosby went in on the African American community, and a lot of brothers and he got a lot of backlash for that, right? So I wonder if she's kind of feeling the same thing, because from that side of it, from the Cosby side of it, it was kind of like, you think you better than us.
Right.
Why are you talking down on us? You talking the way people speak. You talking this and that, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Do you think maybe they look at her in the same way? Because remember, she's Christian. And you know how Christians can be.
Some of them, yes.
Oh, here we go. Some, but no.
Some of them.
Most of them.
I don't judge nobody because I don't care.
Take the black robe off then. Anyway,
whatever.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's the Christians that are the most judgmental of anybody.
I mean, absolutely. It's first of all,
is she coming from Christianity
with your God? Like, and there's way too many, specifically in our community, black people that kind of hide behind that shield to judge people and criticize people. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Now, is she coming from that perspective? I don't know.
Why can't she just have an opinion? Why is everybody tripping on what anybody has to say? She's just saying her opinion. Hey, guess what? Just like I have so many friends who have their booty plastered all over their Instagram talking about, I'm comfortable with my sexuality and I am who I am and I'm proud of it. She's literally doing the exact same thing just with her clothes on. Why is it a bad thing?
She's proud of it.
I think it's cool.
Interesting. Listen, I need to take this break. We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to go to the phone lines. All right? I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Voice of Reason. We'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Yo, the Voice of Reason is back in the building. It's crazy in here. We got more responses from Twitter. Your Twitter is blowing up, huh?
Oh, yes.
What is the topic, Whitney?
Today's topic is we're trying to figure out what the Kelly Blue Book price on Vagina is in 2015 or the end of 2015. We're also going in depth on the criticism on Steph Curry's wife with her Twitter, I guess, beef with all of the thoughts in the world. Which is crazy to me because it's just like, man, y'all should love what she's got going on because realistically, all you Jersey chasers are really, you guys want what she has.
Wow.
Y'all want what she has, so why not use what her wise words? Maybe instead of following Amber Rose, maybe you should switch the thing, the game plan in 2016. Buy a couple cardigans. Maybe you will land you a baller. Hoes. And I'm out.
Like some specific responses to that. Like this one dude tweeted, Ayesha Curry is being hated on by the same women who've used her family pics to make relationship goal memes. I'm confused. And then my favorite one is this one right here. Ayesha Curry is 26, 27 years old, married to her high school sweetheart with 2 kids and no fake body. That's the goals right there, not you hoes out here. The funny thing is most of her supporters are men, which isn't that who we're supposed to be attracting? And most of the haters are the women. Like there's a hate reply, well, why don't you wear my granny dress then? And just all of this. And so her responses immediately, because it started a firestorm, she wrote, just looking at the latest fashion trends, I take classy over trendy any day of the week. And then somebody responded, well, don't mind me. I'm just a law school girl with debt. And she said, whoa, please let me know when and where I said that. And she's like, I'm just sitting here reading fashion magazines, and that's what I saw.
This is interesting. You just pulled up a meme too, right? What does it say?
Oh, yeah. There's a meme here. I'm going to post on my Instagram, so follow me at Miss Tabor. The meme's got a picture of Ayesha Curry, and she's drinking her morning coffee, and on it, it says Ho Tears. So she's drinking... this morning, she's drinking a nice hot cup of Ho Tears. Bitches,
hey,
keep going.
Would you guys agree that she is the anti-hero to Amber Rose?
That's the first person everybody immediately pit her up against. The first person.
Because Amber Rose is pro-ho.
Pro-ho.
Be a hoe. I'm a slut. Slut shaming. Who wins in that fight? That celebrity match?
Oh, Ayesha Curry is winning.
I mean, fist fight or nah?
Because they both... No, I'm just saying.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying.
No,
they
right.
both got the dude that has millions and the kid.
Ayesha Curry's still with hers, though. Amber Rose is divorced and single.
Is she single?
Yeah. She
not with Wiz Khalifa. He got a brand new girlfriend.
And she already had Odell Beckham after that. What's the one? MGK. She'd been through like 3 more famous millionaire dudes. So I don't know. She's
single. So there it is.
Vaginal museum. It's a dick museum.
Well, even look at like Ayesha Curry's bio on both Twitter and Instagram. Her bio says, believer, wife, mommy, passionate dual citizen, self-proclaimed food critic, living in my indestructible bubble of happiness. This bitch is peaceful and happy. Who don't want peaceful and happy?
I would love some of that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, listen, we got callers. I want to see if we can get to them right now. There's Neo on line 2. Neo.
What's good, bro?
What was said for you was only for you.
Oh, got it. I was thinking of the singer.
Just the Matrix.
Okay.
Whatever, Neo. I speak on it, pimp.
Oh, man, I saw it on Aarona Facebook, and I just had to chime on in.
Come on, man.
Because I don't understand the tomfoolery that's going on, because it's blatant duplicity. You know, the slut shamers is saying that they have the right to do whatever they want to do, act however they want to act, and they want people to accept it, which is fine. Then someone else is doing what they want to do, acting the way they want to act, behaving the way they want to behave, and they don't like it. Which means that they don't really want to behave the way they want to behave. They don't want to be accepted. They want to be the new thought police. Because if they was really just about acceptance, then anything that anybody did would be okay. Not just what they thought was okay.
You better get on down.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So Eval, they central premise is not even it's not even intellectually valid. Like, so right then and there, you can't even really pay any attention to it off top. And then B, what the girl said, she didn't say, I prefer classy to trendy. She didn't say too slutty. She didn't say too nasty. She just said trendy, whatever that means to you. So if you say trendy and then somebody say trendy and you hear slutty, well, that's more of a reflection of who you think you are.
How did the bogo shot?
Because she never said slutty. She said trendy.
Right.
So if you took that personal, who are you?
The inner hoe was fighting.
Don't
knock my hustle. don't knock my hustle. Perfect, bitch.
Can we also?
And the crazy thing about it is, she been with her man since he was a high school basketball star, a college basketball star, and now he's the MVP of the NBA and the champion. So like, she ain't seen groupies since she was 17. So if and all his homies is in the NBA or was high school stars. So she been seeing girlfriends come and go since college, since high school. She been seeing the groupies since day one. So if anybody got a bird's eye view of the Amber Roses, she done seen them hoes come and go, and she's still there.
And that is a great point. That is an excellent point.
Damn, you excited. Nigga, get off my phone. Making these motherfuckers excited. Thank you, nigga. Shit. You done brought Chicago in the building and got it. She done turned up.
Right?
But no, that's
And
an
that,
excellent
Lord.
point.
Shit.
She has been there long enough to see all these hoes, thoughts, trumpets, scrumpets, skeezers come and go. And she's still in the game.
Literally.
And her man posted a fully clothed picture of her on his Instagram, like, my woman, the instigator. Like, just basically going, yo, she mine and I'm proud of her.
Wow.
In y'all faces.
Veronica? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can
Yes.
you guys hear me?
Yes, we got you back.
Okay. So, this is interesting. So, I think that in a certain way right now, we have to kind of grow up around women's sexuality. So, I think that exposing skin and being like whatever is a proxy for real sexuality. Real sexuality is a vibration, and real sexuality actually emanates not only through somebody's clothing, it emanates across the planet. Real female sexuality can impact somebody on the other side of the world. So the challenge is that we've compartmentalized and partitioned women into housewife versus hoe. The truth is that what we consider a hoe is somebody who gets sexual needs met, but she really doesn't. A housewife is somebody that, like, subverts sexual needs and plays the good girl so that she can get social acceptance. And she gets drained, too, because she's not getting her needs met. And every woman is both. Every woman actually contains both, and you actually need the sexual energy of the quote-unquote hoe to feed the housewife so that she can actually get shit done, right, and not be depleted. So I think as long as we continue to partition women into these segments, we will continue to have very dysfunctional, fucked up women.
Now watch me do it.
That's what I was about to say. Is I kind of agree with both Amber Rose and Aisha. I resonate with both of them because I don't think I liked Amber Rose's slut walk because I don't think it's cool for dudes to shame somebody for their sexual wants and needs.
Not when they participating. Shame on you for doing the stuff I liked.
Oh,
and
hey.
wanted.
You know, I actually like having pleasure and this and the other, so you're going to call me a slut because of it? Because you ain't going to do it? Come on now. Go somewhere
Some
with that.
would make the argument that licentiousness, even when it's heterosexual, is just as dangerous to young, impressionable minds as homosexuality is.
Licentiousness.
Yes.
Define it.
Keep that younch covered up in the public. Licentiousness.
Good one. Sick.
Right?
Sound like an old lady with a hat came up with that.
I thought it was an exotic fruit.
The word licentiousness, right? Of course, licentious. This is where we get our English word license.
Ooh.
Right? So when we talk about licentiousness, go back to religion and all the shit Veronica just broke out, right? She just outlined this. But it goes back to that. And it's basically saying, okay, this is evil, this is dirty, this is foul, this is whatever. Like if you even look up the word porn, right? It comes from the Latin and it just means prostitute. Pornography means prostitute. Porno means prostitute, right? So when we start getting into the religious roots of how we classify and categorize female sexuality, Veronica makes a great point. But then there's also a point of there's a time and place for everything, and not every eye should be beholden to certain things.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So although both arguments are good, just remember, we need to start passing out some licenses. Nigga, you need a passport to show your pussy out here in these streets because you don't know who's watching. Right? Mm-hmm. And just based on my freedom of expression, then do it within the confines of your own crib or a club or someplace. Remember back in the days when the black community had little juke joints? Mm-hmm. But it was well known that the juke joint wasn't a place for the kids.
Yeah.
Now with the advent of technology, everything is available. Chaos, right? Everything is available right now. Kids can get it instantaneously, right? So maybe Aisha makes a great point by saying, you still can get this level without showing your vulva.
And people will respect you for it.
And people will respect
Absolutely.
you. Because the way we live today, do people let's be honest. Who respects? Let's hear this. I mean, I'm not dissing nobody. But who respects Amber Rose? Can we be honest right now? I want people to call in right now. If you respect Amber Rose, call me right now. 844-55.
I would not get life advice or legal advice from Amber Rose. No,
Black China?
Neither her. Because people you respect, think about it. You would get, but what I'm saying, people you respect, you would
people
ask
do
their...
respect Kim, though.
You would at least ask their advice.
Next.
You at least ask, you know what I'm saying?
So
somebody you respect.
So my thing is, I feel like when Kim Kardashian was smashing Ray J in that porn, we were probably talking just as crazy as we were talking about Amber Rose. Am I wrong? But now all of a sudden, Kim Kardashian is married and has 2 kids, and now she's respected. Zoe just said it himself. She gets respect. What's the difference?
This is big.
You get what
Whitney?
I'm saying? You hearing it up.
This is big. Wait. This is big.
Come on, Zoe.
Are you telling me the new hustle is be a hoe to catch the dude,
boom,
then become the housewife to keep him?
There it is. I think that's what most young hoes believe is the blueprint. They're on that Kim Kardashian track where they're like, what? Oh, I can bag me a baller by deep throating this thing real quick. And then, boom, 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 switch up the game real quick. It's nothing. I'm going to put on a cardigan and still be classy. There it is.
Here's why that's not valid at all to me.
What?
Let me tell you. Here's why that's not valid at all to me. Kim was already rich. Kim already lived in Beverly Hills.
But she didn't
Kim already went to the same school as Quincy Jones' kids, that little school in Sherman Oaks that everybody can't go to. She already went there. I can't think of the name right now.
It's irrelevant.
Called,
it's irrelevant.
Spencer or whatever the hell. But my point is, it's a very high grade school.
I go to the school you can't go to.
She already went there.
That's the name of our high school. You can't go here.
She already had access. She was already hanging out with Paris Hilton. She was already styling Brandy and doing all of those things. She was in that in crowd.
So she didn't have to do a porn at all, is what you just said. But she still did a
my
porn.
Deal. She
She still did a porn.
She did something with her boyfriend, right? It was a porn. She showed all that, whatever, and it got out, and they made money off of it. But
if Vivid Entertainment puts out your secret,
well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying whether they did it on purpose or not. They probably did. I doubt. Kris Jenner's involved. I'm sure somebody.
Finish your guy. Finish
exactly. So check it. So she was with her boyfriend, right? But everybody chased Kim after that. Like everybody. Like, I've been to parties where, like, before she was married, where that she'd be chilling and be like, man, but that bitch is cold, though. But da-da-da-da-da-da. Everybody who she hooked actually was into her and chased her. Like, she's not, you know what I mean? She's
I
not
want to
making
know right
it
now.
her
Call me.
business.
So she's saying.
Listen, I want to know right now.
Being a hoe still works.
Do you guys think Kim Kardashian is respected? Call me right now, 844-55-1. The way she did what she did, how she got what she got, is that respectable? I want to know people's opinion. Is it a respectable thing?
No.
I wouldn't want to make it that way.
I mean, because look, Amber's somewhat following a blueprint here.
Oh, yes.
Bad bitch.
But she black.
Yeah.
Well, she light enough to pass.
She's mixed.
She's black and she was broke, and that's different.
Black and broke.
And Armenian. That's different.
Yeah.
She's Armenian.
Kim is Armenian.
Kim is Armenian. We gotta quit pretending that the shit that works for these crazy non-melanated folks will work for our black community, because it's not the same thing. Because there was money and a machine that backed him.
True.
Two different things.
True.
Okay. We got callers.
Pamela Anderson, same thing. And what's the other chick? Paris Hilton, same thing.
We got callers. Let's see
what
people
say.
think about this bullshit. Mike from LA, you're on line 5. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Oh, this is Nikkei. Why you?
I love.
He wrote. What did he? Hold on.
I'm sorry,
What did he
Nikkei.
write?
Every
What did he
show.
write?
He wrote Mike with an accent mark over the E.
Mikey.
Mikey.
That's right. It's just. We've done this before,
I've
bro.
had enough.
Thank you.
So we've done this before.
I've had enough. This is disrespectful. How you doing, honey? Speak on it.
Hey, y'all. Listen, I respect everybody's hustle in their game. Amber Rose is doing her thing, and Aisha's doing her thing, and both of them take certain type of works that some of us got skill sets for and some of us don't.
Yeah.
I don't have the skill sets to be an Amber Rose, but I got the skill sets to be Aisha. And so we have to learn where to put things where to go. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be talking shit about nobody, because I have yet to have one penis all to myself. And I'm a woman of a certain age, and I ain't never had no dick to myself. So at the end of the day, niggas love hoes.
You better get on down. That's true.
Wow.
Like, once you get to a certain age, you didn't have a certain level of, like, sexual partners, and you are definitely not Columbus. They have been in other territories. You ain't discovering nothing on neither end.
Hey, my homegirl on Twitter, we know her as a lot of body. I know her real name. That's my record right there playing. Bob James. Nautilus. Turn that up a little bit. She gives us the definition of licentiousness. Lacking legal or moral restraints, especially disregarding sexual restraints. And here's the thing. There's a difference between restraint and suppression.
Yes. Control.
Yes.
And being controlled. So my question is, how do we take Amber Rose's message into high school? See, that's tough, right? Like when we think about that, like when we put that shit in context, how do we teach that brand of female empowerment to the 14, 15, 16-year-old? Do you understand? Because what is considered relevant today is only relevant by way of the younger mind, right? The younger consumer. Well, everybody's trying to get that 18 to 49 demographic, that 18 to 44 demographic. Am I right?
Yep.
So how do we make that her message something that can be like? How do you bring Amber Rose to the high school or even to the college for that matter?
Can I speak to that?
Yeah. How do we do that?
Okay, it's not that you do that. It's what you have to realize on both the housewife and the hoe side is female manipulation. In other words, both don't think that being a woman is enough. Both don't think that their love and their being is enough. And so The housewife manipulates for money. The home manipulates for money. But it's because women have fundamentally lost connection with their fundamental power. So sexuality, real sexuality that is free of all of the burden of pressure and guilt and all that, is wild and free. And that's what real female sexuality should be. But it's gotten channeled into these two things that are both where women end up not knowing that they are love, and they end up manipulating to get love or resources.
Say more. Say more.
That's the problem is how we deal with our women. Because our women are not, they don't have any models of anything that is sane. A woman that is madly in love with herself doesn't have to manipulate to get a goddamn thing. Things accrue to her. But because we keep polarizing it and saying you're either a housewife or a hoe, then she internalizes that, because that's what she does. She takes in all the information into her psyche, into her subconscious.
Yep.
And then she acts that out. We have got to grow up and stop quit partitioning women into these categories, because it makes them crazy, and then they give birth to crazy. It is our responsibility to those that know.
All right, Veronica.
That's
okay.
all right.
I get it.
All right, pump your brakes.
I agree.
Woo-wee.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
Come up for a little bit of air.
Veronica for president.
One thing that I think that they could do to bring it into the school, because I like Amber Rose's thing. I don't think it's okay for people to shame you for your sexual preference, whether you're bi, straight, gay, whatever. Like, I don't think it's cool. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But I think it's the wording. If we would switch it from slut shaming, because slut already has its own situation in the book, so we're good. Like, we already know slut is not a good word, so why don't we just figure out a cooler word?
Well, here's the thing: you can definitely kill a word, but you can't kill a mentality.
Yeah,
they tried to kill a word with nigga.
Yep.
Motherfuckers went and tried to bury the word nigga.
They had a whole funeral.
They had a mock funeral for the word, and that was the dumbest, most inept shit you've ever seen in your life, right?
I never even knew.
Because
2006.
this is the thing. This is coming from intelligentsia.
Woo.
This is coming from the high-end bougie black. We have to kill the word nigga. Really?
So we're going to waste money on a
So
funeral?
you motherfuckers is going to stop at the European's definition of the word? You going to take his word for what the word meant? You mean you're not going to go back to Africa and find out what nigga meant on the continent? You're not going to go back to India, Asia, and find out the cousins of that word nigga? Oh, yeah, there's cousins. Niger, Nigeria, Naga, right? You're not going to find out Netger, Neger, Netaru. You're not going to find out what these words mean? You're just going to take the Europeans' definition for it. You're going to go to bed with Webster's. Well, Webster said it meant ignorant and stupid, so let's bury it. And then we're going to associate that with one period, a very small period of our history. Say slavery in America lasted 400 years. 400 years of the first human being's history? That's like a dream at night. You wake up and go, damn, I dreamt that I fucked Halle Berry. That's how long that time period is.
And we're
in comparison to how long your history is, how ancient your history is. You cannot kill a word. You have to work on the mentality associated with the word, which is genius, which is a stroke of genius when it comes to racism. I'm going to take a word that has infinite power for you originally, and I'm going to say it means stupid. And then I'm going to whoop your ass until you say it means stupid.
And tell me your name is Toby.
Toby? Shit, we got phone calls. That done pissed me off, goddammit. And got me turned up in this bitch. I'm trying to quarterback. I'm not supposed to run for touchdowns.
Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt now. Careful.
Line 4, Ronan. Let's get to Ronan, man.
Hey, what up? What's going on?
What's happening, Pim?
Yes, Ronan. Yes.
Hey, want to say what's up to Whitney,
Hey.
Veronica, and And Bottom Heavy Betty, what's going on?
I don't get no name, Ronan. That's how we doing in these streets.
He just called you Bottom Heavy Betty.
I mean, I know I retweeted your tweet and all, but I'm still Aarona. Okay.
Aarona.
Hey, what's happening, Rhonda?
Hey,
Speculacious.
Well, I want to say that the thing is, like, I'm seeing there's two different, I guess, clans or whatever, and they're trying to fight on which polarity matters the most. Because on both sides, they do manipulate, things to get their way. But the thing is, like, it's a matter of balance within themselves. And then they can change the whole game for not just themselves, but the community. But the sad part is they have lost the guidance, the feminine guidance in order to become, that ultimate woman, whoever they are or whoever they're supposed to be. So you just got a bunch of chameleons with some shitty mask and paint on, fooling themselves and everybody else. That's what I'm seeing out here. And
damn,
I just had a problem with the whole thing with the whole Aisha Curry situation, because you had a lot more hoes that got flared up than anything. And when you have women who have a respect for themselves and their children and how they carry themselves out in public, they're more valued than the hand-me-down thoughts who get haunted by the ghost of blew-out pussy's past. So
you and your wordplay.
You're super good with that. Blown. I'm like, he put a Christmas little thing on it, man.
The ghost of blew out pussy's past.
Yeah.
That sound like she got a fucked up alternator, don't she?
Scrooge is like, I'm not even doing this.
You just hear her pussy howl.
Like it's got a bad rattle or something.
Scrooge is like, you know what? We ain't doing this.
Beetlejuice pussy.
Just backfiring up and down the 405. Like, this is terrible.
What the fuck?
Man.
Just blown out.
I mean, all I'm saying is, on either side, how she carries herself, everyone's going to respond to it. Like, even with the housewife, if she's an outright prude, she can basically turn a home into a house, a fucked up house. Or if you have a hoe who's looking to make a house, her pussy is public domain, and she's trying to fuck her way to respectability, and it's not possible. That's like fat people doing wind sprints on treadmills. It's going to be ugly in a second.
Men, you know what? Men have the power to change this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
We have the power to change this thing because it's our evaluation of women that make them do this kind of shit. I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like, because men, we got little wins in our mind, and those wins are this. Bitch, I don't care what you say. I fucked.
What them titties look like?
The relationship could end right now. I fucked. And you have to carry the memory of this good or bad dick with you. We don't care. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, in our mind, that's a victory. I've already crossed the vulva line. Once I do that, this shit could win, fail, sink, whatever. It's a check. Dun, 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 dun. I've done it.
I planted my flag.
So, and so again, we have to change the belief. Because to us, especially for relationships, pussy is part of the relationship Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. If you not fucking, nigga, this ain't even a playoff game. This is a regular season game. You just ran a play. You didn't even get no pussy. The pussy is the end zone.
True.
Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when we start changing our ideation of that, because we got beliefs that really fuck us up. Like, there are a lot of men who sit back and go, I wonder how many dicks she's had.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, dick envy on men is real.
What?
Where it's like, fuck, am I putting it down like the other nigga did? That's there too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Especially if she let it be known.
Oh, I'm gonna let it be known.
Like, especially if she let it be known. Like, yeah, there's certain things I like. Yeah, I want to bring it to your attention. Hey, wait a minute. I'm not doing an adequate job.
Nope.
Then even asking that question opens the door to what kind of whore am I with?
Because it's ego.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because it's ego.
Yeah. Dick ego is real.
Ooh-wee. Well,
I just thought I'd lay out a few things.
I got a question too about this. Now
thank
you got
you,
it.
Zoe.
I got some.
Thank you.
Now I got.
Thank you.
I got dick ego questions. I need to know some stuff now. Do y'all look at like a Kim Kardashian or an Amber Rose, like she bagged so many dicks that I gotta see what this is like? Is that a thought that dudes do too?
No, it devalues
Or you're like,
her.
or you're like, ugh.
It devalues her.
Let me tell you something. That's so dope
From
that
a guy
you said that.
from a guy space, it's she has a high dick count. High dick count means I have a chance. I can score.
Okay.
Let me see if crustaceans will bring about such a score. You see what I mean?
Those garlic knots do it usually, yes.
Let's bring about some cheddar biscuits, bitch.
Ooh.
Let's see what happens then.
Don't do no cheddar biscuit, bitch, man.
Then it just becomes a challenge of, I know she gonna put out. What is it gonna take to get her to put out?
Exactly.
But see, what you know what's so faulty about that philosophy? After a certain age, she's gonna put out anyway. Like, you know what I mean? She may not put out right away if she has standards of a certain level. But eventually, we all want to have sex and feel good. That's just a part of being grown.
You know, I learned that. Fortunately, I was blessed with several gifts.
No.
But I learned that early. My homeboys used to hate me because I would run off the guaranteed pussy. Right? These niggas, these my homies. I'm going to the studio with them tonight. We used to fuck with this one girl, my homeboy.
Can I just say I hate that you just said we. Go ahead,
No,
continue.
I meant to say he.
Oh, okay.
We didn't fuck with her. He
I was like, damn.
fuck with this one girl. She was so ugly. Right?
Yep.
She would park 3 blocks away from the studio to drop him off. We never knew this woman's name. Right? All we knew was her license plate.
Was it like
She was in a brown Granada.
that sounds ugly too.
Yes.
She
It sounds cheap as hell.
She was in a brown Granada.
This bitch drove a shoebox.
From Payless. The shoebox is from Payless.
I ain't even heard of a Granada.
Oh my God.
Finish the story. Go ahead. I'm stupid.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God. This is stupid. And the motherfucking license plate said Kumbaya.
No. That's a long ass license.
So we named her Kumbaya. I said, nigga, we know you with Kumbaya, nigga. Okay? One time, I knew the nigga was supposed to be at the studio at a certain time. So I went and hid in the bushes 3 blocks away to get a bird's eye view of Kumbaya. And when I tell you this nigga was with a wilder monkey, I was like, I just couldn't understand. So when I was younger, I used to run that kind of pussy off.
Wilder monkey.
And my homies, they didn't like me because they'd be like, well, at least nigga, we can get drunk and then fuck. And, I'd be like, man, we can do better. The fuck. And I would say that in front of them in my more crass days. I was like, look at these bitches. What are you doing? They'd be standing right there. Look at these hoes. This shit this is a Travis mockery. We can do much better than this. But most men are intimidated by the beautiful woman.
Say that again. I was single all in college, you bastards.
They're intimidated by the beautiful women, and they're intimidated by the intelligent women. And if you put beauty and intelligence together, that's a lonely chick for the most part.
Let me tell you something.
When dealing with just regular dudes.
Man, you better speak that hot fire truth. There were so many people that wouldn't even ask me out because they thought I had a man or they just didn't know what to say. And I'm like, how is this my fault?
Well, no, I'm just saying, they know whatever bullshit game that they can run on the kumbayas of the world, that shit ain't gonna work on you.
Damn.
When you start putting together multi-syllabic words and you got some shit to say, and it ain't just sassy, opinionated shit talk. It's really thought out, intelligent shit. And you find that's when the weak man's dick shrivels up in his pants. Who disagree? Call me right now.
Call right
844-55-1. Am I bullshitting, Veronica?
Zoe, you are as candid and as honest and as telling on men as I have ever heard you be.
That's what I'm saying.
And I love you, and I love you for that, because this this whole. I do love you. Deeply,
indeed.
Sadly. Yeah. So, but this whole construct that we have to do with this relationship, we've got to actually do with both sides of the equation, the yin and the yang. And so when you talk about how men get intimidated and or men are just trying to fuck, it's like here's my thing. Let's fuck for a higher purpose for the community. We are in a state of emergency. We are under assault all over the world. Why not use our sexuality and the innate gift that God gave us to be that vibrant, that sexual, that powerful, and use it to create something higher and better? But it will take men laying down their swords and women laying down their shields.
That's true. The guy I'm talking about right now, my homeboy, I ain't gonna tell you who he is because, my homeboy, he used to say little shit, that would be like if I brought a girl, because I never just fucked around with regular, just as Ronan called it, he called her a saber-toothed booger wolf. I never fucked around with them because I understood what that was. That was just the score. That was just pussy for pussy's sake.
Yeah.
So I never fucked around with that because I was always trying to find what Veronica is talking about, fucking with purpose, even when I was younger.
Yep.
Right? I used to turn down major, I could get the homies on the phone. I just turn it down. Like, this is that's a regular chick.
Blah.
And back then I was hella belligerent and disrespectful. I would tell you,
you're lame.
Bitch, get your common ass away from, I would say that. You're a fucking intellectual pauper. Get your dumb ass out of here. I would say it. But with Poet, the homie, right? He would say shit like I would bring a girl that I'm dating around, and he would say shit like, this nigga's always with, I could tell the type of women you fuck with. They all have some type of regality to them. Exactly, nigga. And they don't have a license plate that says kumbaya.
Yeah.
They not booger wolves, dude.
Because eventually everybody wants to be a sexual being. That's the thing. It's like what Veronica said. Everybody gets shamed. It's so easy to shame a woman for her sexuality, regardless of how active she is. If it's even just perceived that she could be active, people could take that and run with it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though, we talking about Amber Rose and, that whole thing, and we know who she is, Kanye doing the interview on the Breakfast Club right behind that saying I had to take 30 showers after I was with her, even if she didn't go on to be with Wiz Khalifa, whatever, just that alone, that statement by itself just goes, she nasty. And he has the power to say that. And it's just what it is forever.
But is he wrong?
Well, not in that case, no.
I think because guess what, Kanye, that's a reflection on you. You are going to sit here now because you're married. Now you're going to bag on your old chick and say, but nah, you weren't doing that when you guys were tonguing each other down on camera at the VMAs. You weren't doing that when she was on your arm.
At that time, no, Whitney, she was just a hot, weird girl.
She was. Nobody knew her.
Nobody
he made
knew
her famous.
She was a hot, weird girl. He made her famous. He made her a fucking model. She had some talent. But when you with that kind of energy intimately, you trying to tell me Kanye wasn't speaking from experience when he was like, I had to wash myself off 8 times, 20 times?
I feel like
because the statement he led in was, if Kim would have got with me when I tried to get with Kim, there would have never been an Amber Rose.
Well, listen, it's not but this shit, it's Amber's a banana or an orange and Kim's an apple.
But honestly,
so it's not like they're both fruit of the same, quality, in my opinion.
Well, and my thing is too, I'm sorry, Kanye, if you would have got Kim when you wanted Kim, you probably wouldn't have married her. Let's be real. If we want to be really real, because that was right after she was porn star queen of the world. So come on, let's be real.
He used to watch her tape and have sex with other girls to it. He probably would have.
Yeah.
He's a weirdo like that. He's a weirdo.
We got callers. Let's get them.
We can't put words in his mouth.
Monkey Bond, you're on the line. Line 2, Monkey Bond.
You all right?
What
bro?
up, man? You all right?
You on Adderall? What's going on? Hello?
Monkey Bond, you on the line?
Yeah, what's good, man? I'm just quick shout out to my baby girl. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, baby girl.
Turn up, baby girl.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I want to say I don't care what nobody say. Thanks God for Amber Rose. Thanks God for Kim Kardashian. They got me through a lot of days in high school when I was lonely.
Yeah. A little shea butter in your palm.
And plus, they set the bar for the type of woman you really want and the type of woman you really don't want. That's why I like Amber Rose and Kim K, because
a little contrast, yeah.
They the girls that you want but you can't get. So you gotta get something that matches them and better. That's what I go for. My girlfriend is a stripper and she's cool.
All right. She got a job. That's working for you. Can I
The
ask
only
you?
thing that fuck with me with the stripper girl is the VIP room.
No sex in the champagne room. No?
Yeah, I got through that part, though.
How did you get through it? Speak on it, because I got a homeboy who dated a stripper, too. Where's I'm in love with a stripper?
Yeah,
Let's get that on right now. Let's go. Speak on it, Monkey Bond.
My big brother, shout out to A-Ball, Roll 30, East Side.
Yeah.
But yeah, my big brother, A-Ball, he smashed my girl before she was my girl. So I had to go through that situation. So every time I'm with her, he's like, oh, you got that whack thing? And I have to suck that in. And I find out most of the niggas I hang with smashed her. You know, so I had to get through that moment. But now we cool because
you gonna make me start this. You gonna make me start this show over. Call in if you've peeped into your female's dick Rolodex. Call us right now. 844-55-1. Finish it, homeboy.
Because I know for sure that everybody girl gets smashed any way you put it. All girls fuck, just like you said before. So I passed that point. So this girl, she's cool. She fucks with me. She rocks with me. She helps take care of my nieces. You know, she cool. She good money. I usually don't have no problems with her other than, you know, that little back talk. And when she talks Spanish, and I don't know Spanish. So it's situations like that. Other than that, we cool. Like, we rock. We straight.
I think that's what I'm.
I love it.
Monkey Bond, I know, we know you got a girl, but I just got a personal question I want to ask you. If you were to be able to choose between Ayesha Curry and Amber Rose, who would you pick?
Great question.
I pick Amber Rose.
Why?
I like fat ass.
All right, I like it. I like that.
Okay, if you like fat ass, Amber Rose, Angela
And plus,
Bassett.
Ooh, Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett or
I choose Amber Rose.
Amber Rose or Michelle Obama?
Michelle Obama, dark skin, love it.
There we go.
And she got power.
Yeah.
And she's smart too, so she can help me out with a lot.
She can
of
get
shit.
all your tickets cleared, nigga.
Yeah, shit I don't know about. Yeah.
All right, Monkey Bond, we appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much for reaching out. So listen, I want to continue with the callers. Get to your phone lines right now. We're talking about the value of vagina, the Kelly book value of vagina. Is it being priced out of the game because women are exposing too much of it on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter? What is the Kelly Blue Book value of today's vulva snatch?
We need an actual score. That would be cool if somebody calls in with an actual, like, price. Like, what's it worth?
God damn. And then, how do you rate it based on race? Is white pussy more valuable than black pussy?
How do we grade the value though? Is it by how good it is?
Is it by how wet it is?
Is it how wet?
How
Is
many
it she has
penises?
a job? Is it how good you feel after?
No.
Like what? How do you grade the
No.
vagina?
We grade it by energy. This is an energy world. Sex is an energy game. We grade it by energy. And if we don't grade it by that, then we suffer as a result of not knowing what's real.
I love it. This is a great
About sex.
topic.
Yeah.
I love it. Who want? Hey, where you going?
He do.
Can I get to these callers, Tim? Well, get me on the line 5 right now. I want to talk to Joe from Houston now. Joe from Houston, you on the line?
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
How y'all doing?
All right.
I'm gonna make it as quick as possible, using Amber Rose as an example. Chicks like that, when you look at them, they had moments to have purpose as a wife, as a mother, as even a achiever, a business person. But overall, she chose to be a hoe in all those facets. She would rather be a hoe than anything. So how can you respect that? She would rather be a hoe than a mother while she's being a mother. She would rather be a hoe than a wife while she's a wife. She would rather be a hoe than a businesswoman while she's a businesswoman. Obviously, she has no respect for anything but whoredom.
Whoredom.
Her husband left her.
Hey, whoredom's a religion now.
But we don't know why her husband left her. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to, I agree. Like, man, let me
He
just tell you.
liked strippers and he liked all that wild
I don't
stuff, and
care.
that got him in the gate. You feel me?
No, but I don't care about any of that. I'm saying she still is a mother. She still is a businesswoman, and she still handles her business. But how she does it is on her. I don't think it's a bad thing that she likes having sex and she talks about it. Like, why is that?
This is
why
interesting.
is she a hoe now? Now we're like, she ain't good enough.
Let me moderate this. Let me moderate this. This is good. This is good.
It matters.
Wait, hold on, Joe. Joe, hold on 1 second, pimp. Let me moderate this. Let me set it up. So my daughter, she'll be 16 next week. Oh, shout out to my son, New. His birthday is tomorrow. He'll be 19.
So when was you just getting it in, man?
I'm sorry.
All your kids just pop, pow.
They all Sagittarius. It's all good. But let me moderate this. My daughter, she's watching this fucking Housewives or some shit. Or hip hop. What is it? Love
and Hip Hop.
LA.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible.
It's terrible, right? So I'm sitting there watching some shit, and there's this girl who is with one of these singers from Day 26. I don't know his name.
Willie.
Well, they from Chi-Town. Willie from Chicago.
Yeah.
Right. So to illustrate Joe's point about just what she's invested in and dedicated to, he said she's dedicated to whoredom. Willie tells his girl, listen, don't strip. She used to be a stripper. You ain't got to dance no more. I got a record deal. I'm going to handle this. I'm a man. Let me do my shit. You can't dance. So his shit start going a little sideways. Her default reaction is, I can go get this I can go get this paper by dancing. He tell her don't dance. But the argument she makes with the passion and the fervor, and I got to take care of my daughter, and I got to take care of this, and I got to take care of that, and we get bills, and da-da-da-da-da, and dancing will solve it. So will the University of Phoenix. Because the same energy and effort you put into popping your ass, you can put it into taking a class.
So will Uber.
And a whole bunch of other shit. But do you understand? You can see what people are locked into. You just a hoe. And for him, she went and danced behind his back anyway.
Ooh, she did.
I peep game on it.
I don't want.
She went and did. For me, that would tell me that's where your allegiance lies. This is who you are. This is what you are. And what you're faking at is being the good woman in a relationship with a man that wants to take care of you. So if I was Willie, I'd be like, you need to go on and get with your boyfriend, Nicole, and let me go find the real woman that's supposed to be in my life. Aarona?
And that is the Wiz Amber conundrum, because he liked all of that and he loved her, but he stole her low key from Kanye. And so it's like, how you get them is how you lose them type of deal. I met you on some slick shit, and this is who you are, and this is what you're doing. And now there's some slick shit showing up in our marriage, but we got a son now, and I'm taking care of you. And then her argument is, well, you going on the road and you doing all of this and you doing you. And it's like, well, yeah, true, but I wanted you to be my wife. And
so maybe they should
and
have
that
had
ass is on automatic.
Well, maybe you should have had a conversation.
Joe,
wait,
let's let Joe finish his thought, and then Whitney. Joe?
It's just like if you flip it around. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's just like you flip it around with a guy. If dad's a drug dealer, and then you want him to stop, but he continues to be a drug dealer, but when he shows up at the PTA meeting and your kid grows up to be a drug dealer, you can be like, you set this example. You fucked this up. It's the same thing.
I get it.
You can't say, I want to be an example to somebody, my child, and say, I'm going to show them how to be successful by being a hoe. Be somebody.
Oh, that's big. Go ahead, Whitney. Thank you, Joe.
My thing is, though, a lot of people don't know how to do anything but be a hoe or be a drug dealer because that's all they see. So kind of it goes back to education, and I'm just going to be 100, laziness. I bartend. So I see a lot of these thotty McDottersons be strolling right through where I work. I see how fast these hoes make this money, and I'm like, you're lazy. I got 3 jobs because I don't want to have to hop on a pole and try to twerk. I can't even twerk, so I ain't gonna make that much money. But real life, it's lazy. I feel like it's lazy. Willie's wife, I don't even know this story, but Willie's wife to me sounds like a lazy heifer. Like, I'm sorry, you could knit some sweaters or something. What?
Let's be real, because I'm an ex-bartender too. Boom. Bartending, you can make just as much money as the so-called stripper money. I have friends who are strippers, and they tips are up and down and all of that. Like, people try to glamorize it, and we live in that rap culture where it's make it rain. But sometimes strippers is walking out with $50, $60. After all that ass twerking, you could have made 3 Long Islands and just had a good personality and walked out with $200
or $1,000
or $1,000.
Wow,
bills. You playing games?
I'm playing games.
I agree with you 100%.
You know what's crazy about this conundrum?
What?
Hoeing, stripping, thotting, and all things related to that shit is the female equivalent to the male drug dealing, right? Hustling, whatever little schemes and shit we got going. You know what they both have in common?
Deception.
The scheme is really a shortcut.
Yeah.
To speak to Whitney's laziness.
Lazy.
You want, see, the dope dealing is fast money. Yep. So is stripping.
Yep.
So is thotting, right? So is hoeing. That's fast money, right? So they want this fucking quick money so they can have, now this is the real strange shit. Quick money so they can have the ideal relationship. Mo D told me this years ago. Mo said the fucking dope dealer is really the lazy executive. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't want to put the work in. He still wants the American dream, though.
Yeah.
He wants to live right next door to the hedge fund manager. Right? He wants to put his kids in the same school that the hedge fund manager has. They want to have a white picket fence. They want to have a car, the 4-car garage. They want to have all of the same shit that the people who actually went to school and worked for it have. Mm-hmm. They just want to do it the dangerous, quick way. So when you build a relationship on that,
it's going to fall apart.
Please understand that shit is hollow.
Come on now.
Well, and my thing, too, to speak to media and the things that women have been brought up seeing isn't prostitution, which I think hoeing and thotting and being a stripper and all that, they all kind of coincide with prostitution, which isn't it America's first job or something like that? Or the number one job in America has been prostitution throughout years. Like even in white, we can go beyond it and look at, what's the movie, Pretty Woman? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's even white people. Like, women in this society have been trained that, guess what? It don't matter how many times you go to school. It doesn't matter how many degrees you have. You got to use your body because realistically, that's all you're worth.
Even if you try to use your body and or talent, you're just going to get reduced to that anyway.
Do you know how long I've been in LA and I have not used my body? I could have been killing the game in all kinds of arenas if I were to.
And you have a very muscular ass.
I could,
it could work.
Look at that right there. I could have easily used my body parts to secure jobs at record labels and this and that and the other, but I chose to go the hard route. And now guess what? Shit's popping. And I still have my dignity and my self-worth.
I want to get some of these callers in, ladies. And then we'll come back to you guys.
Before we go.
Okay, because if I let you go, then Aarona needs to go.
Oh, I'm good.
Just
you
let
sure?
BC go.
You going to hold it like P?
Hold the P.
Go ahead, Veronica.
Bring it up old shit. Get down, Veronica.
So Negroes have been played. So they raped the sister. They made the black man hate her for being a sexual object of the white man. They raped and damaged the black man, and they made the woman hate him for being that victim. And then they played on both of our sexuality. right, which actually white folks crave and covet. They crave and covet our sexual nature. But here's the thing, because they built the system, we end up playing the cartoon or the caricature, just like Zoe said about, like, I'm the drug dealer, I'm the hoe. But they've taken our innate, powerful, profound sexuality because they understand that if we were to mobilize around that in a healthy way, they would get fucked off the earth. But instead, they've made us feel guilty and wrong about it. And then we play the character of the drug dealer because we're trying to look like the CEO to get that paper. And we play the hoe. And it's insane. We've been played in this game. And I just think that we have to, at some point, grow up and realize that we've been played and take control of our sexuality and take control of who we are as black human beings.
I agree 100%. I mean, because even when, we try to get, like I said, even when we try to use our talent, we get challenged in a way. And I'm going to just speak on personal experience. I was in a situation a couple months ago when I still was like holding down my little waitress bartender thing while, hitting stages simultaneously. I ran across some producers that I worked on a show with, and they looked and they was like, Aarona, you work here? And I'm like, well, yeah, I got bills. Rent is due every month. Mm-hmm. And the first thing he thought to say to me, okay, now these are producers in the game, in the arena of which I work, which is comedy. They do comedy, produce comedy shows, Blase Skippy. They know me. We worked on the same show. First I said, you ain't got no dude paying for that? I mean, you can at least give a couple hand jobs and get a quick $1,000.
Wow.
I'm like, I got a degree. I was valedictorian, bitch. But why do I have to talk to you like that? And why is that your first thought process? Because you look like that. You could have been giving out hands. Like, I'm not applying myself. When you came in my place of employment, that is paying my bills.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you?
Well, and my thing is, honestly, you do have a great ass, but be real, if you were just a normal size woman, if you were just a regular woman, that would have been the man's first thought too. Or anybody's first thought, even the girls.
Let's get the callers in here. We about to hear some crazy shit right now.
Boom.
Wait, before I even go there, what is the number to dial?
323-230-4445.
Is it that number? Is that the number we're using?
Yeah, that's
That's what we're using. Say it again. Shit.
Get it, Whitney.
Guys, holler at us on 323-230-4445.
One more time.
That is
323. Let's do it in unison. A choir. 323-230-4445.
Call my line. Get to my line.
Yes.
Get to my motherfucking line, niggas.
Zola.
323-230-4445.
See, that's why I think it is the 44, 45.
44, 45, niggas.
That's what gets me going.
Call us up right now. Tell us about your hoe ass. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, or not hoe ass.
Let's go to Mike, line 4.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Mike?
What's up, man? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think I agree. I think Whitney said this earlier. I do agree with the Kim Kardashians and the Amber Rose. I think they kind of get a pass because one is mixed with Armenian and the other one's a half breed. And it seems like when Kim and Amber Rose kind of turn stripping and hoeing and porn in the mainstream, so they kind of get a pass. But if a black woman does it, since she gets vilified or ridiculed quick, just like when Corinne Stephen started her little thing, but she was ridiculed quick. But when Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose do it, it's more glorified. Do y'all agree with that?
I do.
We do, man. That was a great point.
That's actually very
Whatever
true.
happened to Superhead, man?
They laughed her off. Like, they get this bitch out here telling all the
She probably happy with a bunch of money, though. I mean,
yeah, she probably chilling somewhere paid.
Chilling.
She is paid. That is a fact.
Yeah, that book was monstrous.
And then she was with Lil Wayne after that for quite a while, all the way up until the time he found Drake. Yeah.
Wow.
So you know how he
Lil
do his
Wayne
women.
got a nice stable. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I've met her. I've met her. It's a little unnerving to meet Superhead. I don't know how to explain it. It's a very, very strange energy on her.
Say more.
I know.
We are intrigued. Go deeper.
I just think that when you're that manipulative and you've taken that many penises into your body and you're that manipulative around it, the energy that comes around it is so toxic. I don't know how to explain it. You can feel it at a distance. You can feel it in the room. It's very, very toxic. Like women that are like dicks plus manipulation are toxic. Women that are like wildly, legitimately sexual and free and non-guilty and non-manipulative are not toxic. She's toxic because it's because of the gaming nature of it. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like a force field.
Would a
full
body condom work?
No, she'd have to listen. Everybody
she has
needs
some
to send their
beautiful
women
lips.
to the chama. Everybody needs to send their women to the chama so that they can fucking clarify their women. Our women need to be clarified. And unfortunately, and I love my brothers, but most brothers don't know how to do that.
No.
They don't know how to clarify their women enough that women can actually relax and discharge from all the shit that they have taken into their field that makes them so crazy. So if you can't handle it, then send them to the chama and get it handled. Right? Results.
Interesting.
The result.
I love it. I'm surrounded by Virgo women. All 3 Virgos in here today, just turned up. Different flavors of the same energy. Ladies of the world, of the diaspora of the Voice of Reason, please call in. I want to hear from a Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio woman, call in and tell me if any of this shit the Virgos are talking about is true. But then again, the mental prowess of the Gemini woman.
Oh, Gemini women. Oh, yes. Yes.
Call in, boo thang. Let me know how you feel. The number to dial is 323-230-4445.
Leo women, y'all call too.
Lehosaphat, get in here and tell us.
Get in here. Okay?
I want to know what you women think. I mean, because I think certain women, I like the way Virgo women carry themselves. They be the hoest of the hoe, but it be like executive queen hoe. Like, you don't even know she's a hoe. She just fixed your life, and then as a gift to you, because your life is in order from her helping you, she throw that hot, beautiful, bubbling, molten pussy on your ass.
That is true.
Off top.
That is true.
There's a lot of
You're
truth in that.
There's a lot. I got to send an invoice
true.
to a few niggas, actually.
Right, but she's got to see value in cleaning up your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You ain't
Like,
wasting
see,
my time.
the Virgo woman is like the A&R of relationships. She was like, oh, there's talent there.
No, that's real.
Oh, my God, there's some shit in him.
Clean that up.
Let me get in here and just, build up a few things. And then when she sees you about to get this pussy.
We're muses all day long.
No,
We're
that's
muses.
real. That's real.
You gonna get all this.
I want to hear from some other signs. I'll give you a little reading if you call in. Call me right now, ladies. 323-230-4445.
Now, unfortunately, I am that Virgo I was a late flower. So
You was a
What
late
is that
flower.
flower?
Wait a
like a
minute.
late bloomer.
Does
Like,
it mean-
like how Virgo are really like chaste and, we have that prudish,
Off top.
Yeah. Like, I definitely was that for like quite a long time.
Oh, I was super prude. What?
You ain't approved now, girl.
No, you don't know. I ain't had sex in
I
like
can-
90.
I can feel
92.
I can feel it building up on you.
But I feel like Virgos are always very open though with their sexuality.
We
'Cause
have
I
no shame.
People thought, look, I'm just gonna go in. Oh, go to the callers in, man. I was gonna tell you guys some personal shit then. Y'all go ahead.
Y'all
Right.
missing
You know what?
out.
Actually, let's not go there. Go to the
I'm
callers.
trying to save you.
Nah, I ain't ashamed of my game, player. Don't trio.
All right, look, let me get this caller in. Well, let me see what time it is real quick. Y'all in here and then you know what else happened? I gave up some pussy one day and the shit was, hey, y'all just hold on. And listen, if you guys want a quick reading, a quick sexual reading, ladies, no dudes, ladies, call in 323-230-4445. That's the number to dial. Oh, line 2. Miss Lips is on the line.
Yes.
Miss Lips, long time no hear. What's happening?
What's going on, y'all?
Speak on it, young beauty.
Well, I'm a Libra, October 16th. And I had to walk and learn in my consciousness of my pussy, because the woman can be conscious, but her pussy might not be conscious. Sometimes it's out of control and unmanageable. So
say more about the unmanaged pussy. Go deeper.
Unmanaged pussy is a very big topic. Unmanaged pussy will settle for just big dick. They can be a low life, they can be a loser. But as long as that dick is good, they can settle. They can work with it. You know, it's like a fixer-upper. It's a lemon. You know what I'm saying? They'll buy a $2,000 car and put $10,000 in it. You know what I'm saying? That's unmanageable pussy. So some people have to gradually find their consciousness in a pussy. Finally, I did. But, you know, it took some time. I had to try multiple dicks to find what I like and what I need in that individual and in that dick. So I'm just saying a lot of pussy is not conscious.
That was heavy.
I like it. That makes you
There's a bunch
hustling
of
backwards.
unconscious pussy out here. Do you think Amber Rose's pussy is conscious?
I do not.
Well, I mean, how do we know?
I don't think. It's just.
How could you know?
It's one of those things where it's like, once again, I ain't disrespecting her hustle. I get it. But at the end of the day, what are you standing for? Are you just standing for your right to have sex with whoever you want? You should be able to do that anyway. Like, what are you really, really trying to promote is my deal. I don't feel like it's a focus behind it.
My thing is, too, is with the internet going in on Aisha Curry, like, we don't know what her and Steph be into. They're married. They could be on some swingy, freaky 50 Shades type stuff. But guess what? She don't got to put it out for everybody else. I think it's kind of dope. Like, I'm on both sides. I'm on team Aisha and I'm team Amber. So I don't really know. I'm into being a freak and being classy.
I think every woman is a whore.
You also have to factor that Amber Rose is bisexual.
Every woman is a freak.
Yeah, freak. Can we switch off the whore? It's stressful, man.
True.
I think whore is okay.
Whore. She brought up a good point that Amber Rose is bisexual.
It's actually different.
Different, though.
I like whore.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
most women are bisexual, by the way. Most women are bisexual, and most women are freaks. Unrealized.
Hey, Aarona, have you had any tuna taco lately?
No.
Pink. Have you ever had any pink tacos? I think that laugh means okay.
Yeah, pink cookies in a plastic bag, huh?
Getting crushed by buildings.
Hilarious.
No. I had an ex who was mad adventurous, and I did some things for him.
So you have.
But you should do it
for him.
Next time, do it for yourself, girl. I've never even done it. I'm going to. It's on the bucket list.
Here's the deal. It wasn't like for me, and this is where I think the whole thing is overrated.
Pink pot sticker.
Nah. It was the excitement of seeing, like, he likes to watch me. It's a whole lot of stuff going on with that situation and us, right?
That's good.
Virgo,
he likes to watch me.
That's good.
So there was this element of the more I do X, Y, and Z, the more pleasure he gets, and I get turned on from seeing that look in his face.
Yeah,
as a Virgo.
That girl is gushy.
It was that, but. Usually when it's popping,
I'm gonna holler at you after the show.
But for real, usually when it's popping, you'll hit the other person up outside the relationship, like, yeah, but girl, what we was doing, you want to do that again?
Forget him. What's up with you, girl?
Right? And I wasn't. No, but that happens all the time. The after hookup, yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know about the hook.
Girl, listen, it happens. But I wasn't interested in it. It didn't turn me on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah, that's a Virgo thing. You're a pleasure giver.
I love giving pleasure.
Listen, pleasure givers.
Shut up.
We're getting ready to take a quick break. I gotta take this break, and then when we come back, we'll deal with the rest of it.
Gonna hit us to some real.
The phone lines are open. I want to hear from ladies. Don't be afraid to bare your soul.
I can't do it.
Don't be afraid. Call us 323-230-4445. That's the number to dial. The Voice of Reason, Hot Button Radio. We'll be back in 2.2. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Voice of Reason. ZoWilliams back in the building. That was We Be Doing It. Quincy Jones from the Back on the Block album 91.
You belong on the radio.
I'm sorry. The reason why I played that Let me tell you. The reason why I played that record is because, like, there's so many facets and layers to us as a people, and we just be forgetting how dope we are. I mean, you think of that fucking record right there. And this all ties into our conversation tonight, right? That record had no musical instruments at all. It was just voices. The Human Being Band. As a matter of fact, you go look up Quincy Jones's Back on the Block album, Secret Garden album, you know, where Secret Garden is on there or whatever. And that record is on there. And the voices he has, Take Six, Bobby McFerrin, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan. No music whatsoever. Everybody, there's beatbox. It's the Human Being Band.
Sick.
And the reason why this matters is because all of those different styles and flavors, that producer was able to weave all of that shit together and create a tapestry of music. Well, guess what? That's the human condition. There is no one right way, right? Whitney was talking about, hey, I'm of two minds. You know, even men want their women to be a hoe at home. Mm-hmm. And, you know, this classy, regal ice princess out in the streets. But what's happening with technology? Technology is bringing the hoe that was supposed to be at the crib out on the block. Now, you know, if you bring a hoe out on the block, what niggas is gonna do?
They gonna holler at that hoe.
Niggas gonna holler at that hoe.
Holler at that hoe. Holler at that hoe. What?
Niggas gonna holler at that hoe now.
Say it again.
I'm telling you, niggas gonna holler at that hoe.
Holla.
Okay?
I love this.
You see, that's why I played that music, man. Go back. Like, people say, oh, that was old, that was this. But that shit was classic. Did you hear that shit, Veronica?
It was pretty dope.
Yes, I did.
You see all the voices that were blended into that shit? Come on, man. There's voices that are blended in to this conversation. Different perspectives that are blended in to this conversation. And at the end of the day, everybody at least has the right to voice theirs. This is why I wouldn't shut Amber Rose's right to claim, you know, sluts will not be shamed. Pussies will be bare and sluts will not be shamed. But at the same time, when is that message supposed to be conveyed and for how long? And when do you pull it back when it becomes detrimental? Not every message is beneficial for everybody. Mm-hmm. And you know, mass media doesn't really have a filter. Once it's out there in the human consciousness, it's there.
Well, and it's there forever. It's there forever.
Like why? What? Who's the white comedian lady? Amy Schumer.
Schumer.
Why is Amber Rose bringing her out on stage for some award?
I don't know.
They're friends.
Because guess what happens?
Because they both talk about sex.
No, they're both.
But guess what happens? That elevates
both.
That elevates both platforms.
Yeah.
Or that takes Amber Rose's platform and puts it on Amy's level.
Which is crazy.
And now, again, we're going to have to deal with her. What happens now when some BSU says, let's bring Amber Rose to come in and talk to these college students?
Well, my thing is, too, like with social media, people have to be, I feel like they need to teach responsibility with posting or the things that you put out, I guess, on your social media. Like I have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And Snapchat. If you follow me on all of those, you'll see probably 4 different chicks. Facebook, I'm not putting I'm popping it on the weekend with my homegirls, because grandma's on Facebook. I'm not doing that on Instagram, posting my booty picture because my brother's on Facebook. And there's little girls that follow me on Facebook. I'm not doing that but Snapchat, what was popping? You know what I mean?
Delete.
Twitter, I'm cussing and I'm acting crazy all over my Twitter, but dad don't got Twitter. You feel me? You have to be responsible with your social media.
Also, Mark Cuban brought up a good point about social media. People leave their post up too long. We're living in an age where everything is about digital media. Mm-hmm. And because it's such a new medium, we don't realize the lasting impacts of it. Like anything that you posted 140 weeks, it's up there still. You mean a person with a lot of patience and nosiness is going to scroll through and find out something about you from 142 weeks that you might have just been saying because you had a bad day or, whatever. And it, shows who you are now. It's as far as being responsible, I delete posts with the quickness now.
Okay. Let's go to line 2. Wait. Before we go to line 2. Before we went to break, Veronica had a point.
Oh, yes.
She was going to say something about the bisexualness.
Yes, the tacoing. Go ahead, Veronica.
Which part?
I'm just saying, before we went to break, you had a point that you wanted to make.
Aarona had mentioned her situation with the bisexual stuff, and you were gonna.
We got to make it quick.
Something.
Oh, okay. I'll be quick. I think that women are freaks, and I think that we're bisexual. And I think that so in my own experience, I dated some very beautiful women back in the day when I was younger. I think that when a woman gets to observe a woman experience deep and profound pleasure, then she comes to know herself at a very different level. A lot of times we're trained that that's not kosher or cool, but but women are really freaks. They just don't know what they're freaks for. In other words, if you can't be a freak for God or a God man, then you end up subverting that into being a freak for money or a freak for attention or a freak for whatever.
Wow.
Right? Because really what you long for in your female feminine divinity is to be a freak for God. But nobody's given you a model about how to do that. So we end up subverting it, and it ends up looking very strange in our culture. But I think that women love women, and women are freaks.
Wow. Hey, listen. We're getting down to the meat and potatoes of this conversation. Make your comments very quick and very succinct. Okay? Kyrie from Chicago, line 2. You're on the Voice of Reason.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys letting me speak, but I just wanted to say, just looking at both sides, I do think it's 2015, so we do have to look at sexuality a little bit different. Just because women are, definitely, becoming more and more independent and really breaking a lot of societal, connotations on how they should be. But at the same time, I do believe in balance, and so you got a lot of people riled up. But at the same time, there's a lot of other things to be so riled up about, and the terminology, you look at the term slut, and it's not a very empowering word. And if you study energy, you're using a word with so many low frequencies attached to it. I don't know what type of positive will come from it. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying that women should be conservative. I do think they should express their sexuality, but it's just about how you express your sexuality. And you can't knock a married woman for wanting to do or say married woman things. The same way, nobody, nobody really knocks, Amber Rose for her lifestyle. They just knock her for being so passionate about it when there's so many more things of higher priority to be passionate about.
Got it. No, that's a good point.
And so I don't want to knock anybody because even the broken clock is wrong twice a day. But I do want to urge everybody, I just want to urge everybody to act with tact and responsibility. If you got a lot of little girls looking up to you, what message do you really want to sit with them, when you're not around?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Kyrie. Wait a minute, Kyrie. Hold on. You can't just say some powerful shit and then keep going. Stop. I want everybody to hashtag act with tact.
That is fire.
Yes.
Act with tact. Hashtag act with tact. Come on now.
Shit it, Jesse Jackson.
God damn it.
Part 3.
Shit, little baby Jesse over here.
Yeah, because Junior already exists. He's Jesse Jackson the third.
Somebody.
Act with tact.
You are somebody. We is somebody.
Increase your capacity with your tenacity.
Tough acting, tenacting is how I be acting. Yeah.
Gilligan!
Get off the island.
Clowning. We are clowning. Thank you for calling, Kyrie.
We appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call.
I appreciate it. You guys have a great day.
You too.
Right. And our last caller of the day. We got to make this very succinct, but I already know it's going to be powerful before we get to our summations. Red, line 4, Missouri. Red is in the building. What up, Red?
Happy birthday, Red.
Oh, happy birthday.
Hey, birthday, brother. What up, Red?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right, now. All right. Speak on it, brother.
Powerful show.
Thank you,
Powerful
man.
Show. Powerful show. I think we need to understand that what everybody's talking about is love, and if you have judgment is not a component of love. When we're calling people hoes and bitches, basically calling them every low grade, horrible name in the book, and it reverberates throughout our culture. It becomes something that automatically judges someone without even knowing them. And the fact is, if it's still in your system and you still use those words, I don't have a problem using the words, but I don't give them power. And when you give them power, it becomes a problem because you're judging someone, and you can't be looking for love when you're scheming and plotting and thinking you're already judging this person, calling them a hoe, calling them a bitch out of their name, when in fact what you're actually doing is showing them that you don't love yourself. You are disrespecting yourself, and you are hurting yourself in every way possible, because if this is your queen, you treat her as a queen. You show her that she's a queen. You love her as a queen. You do not disrespect her, call her out of her name, call any of her friends out of their name, just because they indulge in something that you're not comfortable with. That's your problem.
And there it is. There it is. Red on his birthday, gonna slap the shit out of everybody.
Everybody.
That's the real.
Grandma
appreciate
too.
it. We appreciate it, brother. Happy birthday. My son's birthday is tomorrow.
Hey,
so it's
well,
that
happy
Sagittarius
birthday, man.
time, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Wow.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Happy
You
birthday.
too, brother.
Thanks, Red.
Let's get to the final summations. We don't have any final summation music.
So imagine some cool flutes in your head.
Whitney,
Man, listen.
30 seconds or less.
Here we go. Like, man, Red just kind of
Smacked it out the park, didn't he?
slapped it. Like, really, here's how what it is. I don't think anybody should have to alter the way their natural state and what their body is about to be seen socially acceptable. So if you want to do sexual things, then do that, but I guess be a little bit more cautious as to your audience, because the little ones are learning from us, guys.
Yes.
I'm Miss Tabor. I'm out. Holler at your girl on Instagram and Twitter.
The children should not be exposed to your whore tutorial. I'm just playing.
Yes.
Aarona Lopez.
Yes. Shout out to Salt and Pepper for their poetic song, Let's Talk About Sex, Baby. Let's talk about you and me, all the good things and the bad things that may be. Because the message behind that song, guys, was about the responsibility of sex and the responsibility of yourself to conduct yourself in a proper manner at all times. Get your freak on if you want to. Just keep your self-respect intact. Aarona Lopez.
Veronica Conway. Ronnie Khan, 30 seconds or less.
I think we have to understand that we are all the effect of this Christian dominated Puritan idea of our culture. And so the men look at the women and look at them in like black and white, and the women look at the men and look at them like black. But none of that is actually innate to who we are. So I would love a place where we can create an enlightened environment where men understand women and women understand men, and we have the opportunity to set the tone for that in our culture. We have a mandate to set the tone for enlightenment in the black space.
Wow.
And we have to design it around the truth and what makes sense for us as black people. And as long as we keep reacting to some shit, then we can't design some shit. So let's get together and fucking design around our nature. Thank you.
Word. Hey, I love it. The voice of reason. We're here one more time this week, Friday. Get at us, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Please go to IamZoWilliams.com and buy my book. We got a little more than 100 copies left. Please get to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. and purchase a copy of my book. If you purchase today, free shipping and handling. I'll mail it out to you tomorrow. I got love for y'all, and I'll see y'all Friday. Deuces!